That is right there, a break, retest, and rejection. And if I would have caught this whole move, obviously it would have been an even more massive trade, right? This ended up going down to $800 per share, right? So almost a 150-point move on that break and retest. So that was a great example of a longer term trade, a longer term in a swing trade break and retest.
Yeah,
quite nice. The next one we can go into I actually have a live trade that we can share. All right, so the next trade I want to go over is a little bit more realistic of a amount that I'm putting in it, and a more short-term trade, right? Yeah. This is my typical size and a more short-term scalp. You can see put about 30,000 in this trade and pulled out about 20%. Now, the reason that I would say the ROI percentage is sometimes skewed with the break and retest, at least how I trade it, is because my first scale off is a pretty heavy amount, right? And like we talked about, I'm taking at least half off on that first scale out to, again, reduce risk, right? Take some cash flow out of the trade. And if the trade does reverse on me, I've done this long enough to realize that, of course, in the heat of the moment, you want that thing to keep going. Yeah, of course. But there's plenty of times that it's going to reverse back on us. And why just accept a full loss at that point? When you're at your first target, I'm always going to take a pretty decent chunk off the table to make sure to reduce some risk. So these contracts went from $2 up to around $3.57, which is a pretty big move. But, I netted around 18%. And this was, again, just a break and retest long. And I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly how this played out on Palantir.